Hello everybody, GL1 here. Welcome to my online toy museum, and we're going to be getting back to dinosaurs. So a couple of dinosaurs that have come out recently is the Regaloceratops, and that's this fella here. And yes, these are real dinosaurs. They have found many different species within the Ceratopsidae family. And you can see this toy has some lateral hip motion and in the arms as well. And you have a lever here that can move back and forth, move the head, and also has a little bit of forward momentum. It's got some spikes on the back. I don't know whether it really had spikes, but you can see it's got a big horn there, and then he's got the spikes around the frill, and then two smaller spikes there. So, presumably we can use these spikes here to deter the hungry mouth of an apex predator. And then you pull this up here, and then there you get your code for your app. Very well hidden. I really like that. So this is, all right, a pretty cool Ceratops. It's pretty heavy feeling. And this is our basic Triceratops, which has been around for a few years. You can push the button and he arcs his head back. A little bit of spike on the frill. And let's see, in comparison to size, all right, so, similar in size. Now, I did a comprehensive episode on Triceratops and his friends. Episode actually 119 and 120, and you can see a lot of information on that. Diablo Ceratops, and you can see he's got like horns, like devil horns, and then he makes same lever. Okay, and again about similar in size. All right, well, here is our Hammond collection Triceratops, also only slightly bigger than our regular, Jurassic World toy. Like the head's a little bit bigger, right? And the frill's a little bit further back. So they try to be a little bit more anatomically correct. They give it better articulation. You get all, the foot and the forearm, and you get a back leg, and, tail articulation, and you can turn the head and keep it in the direction you put it. It doesn't make any noise or anything like that, but looks a lot like Triceratops. And then I have this guy here. What's a stigma something? Sticks. I can't remember his name. I could look it up for you real quick. Sinoceratops. Okay, Sinoceratops. So I think they found this in China. All right, so quite the spikes on him, right? And again, though, similar in size. They're all about the same size. Okay, a little bit thicker, though. And then this guy, too. Whoa, all right. Then this guy, too. Let's see, my old label. Okay, this is also Sinoceratops. They had two different versions, so maybe one's a male. They were assuming one a female, one with a horn, one without. So, all right, again, the same size. Well, Pentaceratops is one of the biggest Triceratopsidae that they have. All right, so got the three horns, really big frill on there. Really going to protect its back and then be able to use those spikes to hit. And this one can turn. Now, the toy is bigger than Triceratops, but in actuality, Triceratops is the largest, up to 30 tons, or 30,000 pounds, 15 tons, but about 10,000 pounds larger than a T-Rex. And Pentaceratops, though, they decided, they could be a larger version. Sometimes a species, they find things that lead them to think that it could be much larger. Well, finally, they've come out with a Triceratops, okay, all right, that is larger, the largest Triceratops for Jurassic World toys so far, and that's this one that just came out, the evolved Triceratops. Okay, I'm gonna. He's like that normally. Okay, and you can see if you compare it next to the Hammond collection Triceratops, it's quite a bit larger. All right, so the scaling, it's still not quite full size, depending on the size of the T-Rex that you play with, because it is if it's in a full size adult, it would be about 10,000 pounds larger than a T-Rex. All right, so you can see it has all this armored scaling, and this is where they put your code on there. So this is just a really neat Triceratops, and you have to assume that this would be a juvenile because its size in comparison to the Jurassic World T-Rex toys. Now this is very similar in size to our Pentaceratops, so it would be, the second largest. I think the Pentaceratops. Well, the Pentaceratops is wider in the body, but the Triceratops here is deeper in the body. So which one would actually weigh more in terms of the displacement of water? We'd have to wrap it up with saran wrap and put it underwater and see which one displaces more water. So this is part of the Evolution collection of Jurassic World toys. And so they give you a little bonus thing where you can push this lever up, and look, Triceratops now has more spikes that he can use to armor up and fight back against apex predators like T-Rex. They were contemporaries. And it has a wheel here that wheels forward, and you can see the neck pushes, the head goes down, and the head pushes forward like it's striking. So you wouldn't want to be hit by these horns. Actually, I've been to a museum recently that has a Triceratops head next to a Tyrannosaurus head, which is just great to see them next to each other. They're similar in size, but you can see the devastating effect these horns would have on any predator. Well, here is our Hammond Collection T-Rex, one of my favorite all-time toys. And you can see that in comparison to our Triceratops, the Triceratops is still, in comparison to this one, a juvenile. I mean, it's just going to take one big bite. And clearly, the Triceratops does not weigh more than this gigantic version of a T-Rex in scale. But we also have, in the Evolution toy Jurassic World division, we have the Allosaurus, evolved Allosaurus, which, I have on a recent episode, you can see, and it has the same button here kind of thing where you can put some spikes up, and then it has the wheel, it has it roar. So that's what, and you get the individual teeth. So that's what you're getting with these evolved toys, is you're getting these spikes that go up and down, which is, just something fun to play with. But what I really liked about this Triceratops is that it's getting larger. It needs to be even larger, right, to be in scale with the T-Rex, or you just have to play with a smaller T-Rex. So, all right, well, there you go. There's our update on what's going on with Jurassic World dinosaurs. And again, this is my last show of the year, so have a great new year. Talk to you soon.